Willow Smith from Hollywood super chatted $100. I whip my hair back and forth.
This is the downward arc. What the heck?
Willow Smith from Hollywood super chatted $100. I whip my hair back and forth.
Thank you, Willow Smith from Hollywood, son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, are also the daughter, and the son is Jaden Smith. Thank you, Willow Smith. I like your new song. You say something about like, wait a minute! I think I left my conscience on your bedroom sill. Oh, wait a minute. It slaps. It slaps. It's black excellence. Will you close the window and turn off the fan? What's up, you stinky sailors? What the hell are you even doing here, people? Grant's Modern Life. Hello, Grant's Modern Life. It says here I got 3 people watching. I gotta say, this is it. It's over. It's a downward spiral from here. I messed up my stream yesterday. Jim Bob showed up and just was like singing my praises in the chat, making me feel so happy about myself, saying nice things, and we're interacting. And I'm like, I'm out here, bro. I'm out here. I'm actually out here. You know, I'm on the block and people know my name. You know what I mean? They check in. You feel me? They check in. You know what I mean? They come with permission slips. And then the stream starts effing up. And so then I try and stream again with the same name, which is just ugly business. Ugly business. Stream messes up again. So I'm D'Artagnan, bro. I'm not one of the 3 amigos. I'm the weirdo. I'm trying to find my place amongst y'all. But I'm just not with it like that. I'm the man in the iron mask. And I don't really know if any of these references make sense because I'm not really big on the 3 Musketeers lore. But I think D'Artagnan's in there. I'm pretty sure Man with the Iron Mask has something to do with it. Princess Bride? Curly mustache? You know. It's the downward spiral. It's the downward arc. I had my peak. My peak was yesterday before the stream started falling apart. My peak was yesterday. Maria, stop looking at me. Maria's looking at me like, how does he do it? She literally has her hand on her face. I look to the left and she's like, how does he do this? It's like he's just this miserable piece of garbage all day, and then he turns on the camera, and all of a sudden he just lights up the room. Who is this man? This is scuffed HelloListener. I had 2 bad streams yesterday, but well, they were good streams, but they kept screwing up. And then the middle part where I did a really good job and thought I was streaming for maybe 15 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes of just me talking some of the best stuff I ever said with my own mouth. You know what I mean? Some of the coolest things I ever said. None of that showed up. That didn't show up at all. That, I was talking to no one. And that's fine. I spend most of my life talking to myself. But, you know, I'm usually less interesting when I talk to myself. It's more just like, I hate you. I hate you. You're stupid. Shut up. Shut up, you idiot. Whereas this, I try and lighten it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I put on my game face and I talk to the people, you know? And that's no different than what I do every single time I leave the house. You know, I go out there and I see another person and I say, okay, time to pretend you're a human. When I lived in New York, I had this band called Hype Beast. And it was sick, dude. It was my favorite band I was ever in. One of the only bands I was ever in. I was also in a band called Spooky's Passion Exchange. We never played live. Hypebeast played live once and then disbanded because they said, you're a legitimate insane person. And they said they don't want to be my friends anymore, the band. They said, we don't want to be... It seemed like they had a group chat, and they were like, let's stop being friends with Tony. And then they all emailed me at the same time, hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to be... a formal ending of friendship. It felt... I remember the feeling of it, because I loved them so much. And I remember it washed over me, and I just felt so wow, that's amazing. I remember that feeling. In fact, I have a song that I made at the exact moment that I got the emails, because I had there was this old song I made called Melontop, which was kind of like a hit for me back in New York. Early days. I stopped playing it after a while, because I don't know, I just get bored of my own crap. But, that's a problem with a lot of these artists. I'll get back to what I'm saying. But a lot of these artists, they get big and then they have to play the same song their entire life. Oh, I gotta play freaking, Paranoid Android forever. Oh, I gotta play, that sucks. That sucks. That's a problem with fame. Me, once I'm done with a song, I don't care how much you like it. I'm done with it. I used to have people in New York be like, can you please play this song? Can you please play it? And I'll be like, hey. Nah. I can't. Because if I play it, it won't be from the heart. And if it's not from the heart, it's not worth watching. It's not worth listening to. Anyway, I had this song, Melontop. I'll play it for you. Let me load that up. That'll give me content later when I run out of ideas for you people. Melontop. HelloListener. Actually, let's do the games version. I think that's a little better mastered. Alright, so that's right there. We'll get to that. And I was screwing around on some app on my phone, and I did this really strange version of the song that really, kind of captured the moment. But it washed over me. It was like the moment that I couldn't be hurt by people anymore. Because it was just like, I came to expect it at that point. I came to expect betrayal because I'd seen it so many times that it was always like, we're just waiting for them to betray me. It's okay. I love them. And I never stopped loving them. I still love them to this day. And actually, they came back a couple months later and were like, they wanted to, they saw me, I guess, well, I don't want to say what it is, but I started making moves in Brooklyn, and then they started sponsoring my shows, and they started doing all sorts of other stuff. And then they started asking me, can we start the band back up? And I was like, no, we can't, actually. This is called tough love, And no, now that I got a following in New York, you want to start the band back up now? No, I don't think we will. Wait a minute! I think I left my conscience on your bedroom stove. Oh! Yo, Willow Smith is so awesome, dude. When she was 4, she released I Whip My Hair Back and Forth, which is kind of like a black person being like, I have a weave, the song. I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth. Very proud. Very proud of that. Very proud that their hair isn't their own hair. Stunting on others. Stunting on the rest of the black community. Oh, you can't whip it? Yeah, I can. I can whip my hair back and forth. Poor blacks. Always comparing themselves to whites, man. That sucks. That sucks for them. God bless them. God bless the black community. They got their own stuff. They got stuff too. Remember, everybody's got a build class. Nobody's leaving here with nothing. Nobody shows up with nothing. Let's say, you know, like people like who are like in wheelchairs and they can't talk and stuff, they have incredible psychic ability. I do know that, Maria. That is true. That's true. They, you know, MK Ultra did a bunch of experiments on people who were nonverbal and kind of paralyzed. And they have incredible psychic ability. They can do all sorts of things. They're reading your mind. You ever see a guy in a wheelchair, like, it just looks kind of, you know, like, just like kind of, you know, they're reading your mind. So be nice in your brain towards them. Think good thoughts towards them. Because they're connected to things that you are not. You know what you're connected to? You're connected to, like, mushroom tea and TikTok videos, and you're connected to the things that your body's doing all day. You think about your body all day. You're like, do I like my body? Do I hate my body? Well, hold on. I had a whole bunch of different points in this. I got completely off track. Oh yeah, so when I first met those two people who I started a band called Hypebeast with, they asked me what superhero I was, because one of them had a Spider-Man shirt on. Weirdo Marvel people. They were the type of people that got excited about Marvel movies. If you do that, just unsubscribe. Nah, you can like things. I don't care if, you know, we don't shame people here. Unless you're like into furries or, but if you're into stupid goy slop media, you know, hey, I fall asleep watching videos about Street Fighter, so we all got our stupid crap. One had Spider-Man, the other had Batman, and they said, "What superhero are you? What superhero are you?" And I said to them, I always felt like I was Superman because I'm pretending to be a person, but I'm actually an alien. And that's true. I've always felt that way. You want to hear Melontop? Real quick, let's listen to Melontop. I'm going to turn off Ushbaka for 1 second. I'll come to chat eventually. I'm not looking at chat. I'm trying to vibe. I'm in my element. I'm streaming. I'm dreaming. I'm feeling my feelings. Let me get there on my own time. You know what I mean? Like, let me get there on my own time. Okay? Love me enough that you let me come to you. You know what I mean? If you love someone, you let them go. You know what I mean? So do that for me. Here's the song. I'm going to turn off Ushbaka for 1 second. This is called Melontop. This is a big hit when I first got to New York. Big hit. Over 100 plays. Why are you laughing, Maria? You only said 100. Real. It was a nicely honest answer. Why are you showing all my information? Oh, I'm not. Why can't I play this? Here we go. Ready? Here it goes. Sounds like it's playing in mono. Is it playing in mono? This keeps happening to me. I'm afraid to mess with the sound settings. Let me see. Let me see if I can play it out of Ableton. My wife, hold on. Just, I'll get there. You guys, stop stressing me out. Y'all talking about Alice in Chains? The hell? All right. Oh, the nicotine hit me. I messed up. I shouldn't. Oh, don't do it, you stupid man. So my wife made rice pilaf. I said in my last show yesterday that I have a feeling that a good meal's coming, and it came this morning. I haven't eaten since that weird thing I ate yesterday, which was old chicken and old beef. And it was gross, and I felt bad the rest of the day. And we got a lot of stuff for the show today. Hello, my name is Reality. No, wait. Hello, my name is Hi. Hello. Come on, bro. Hi, welcome to the show. My name is HelloListener. You can call me Sinner for short. I have not sold my soul. I'm a real person. The date is 6/4/2025. I'm not AI. We got a big show for you today. I got a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you got some treats coming up. Did you think not? Because think again. It is going to be something. And here's Melontop. I think this is it. Let's see if it plays in stereo. Okay. We got stereo, people. Yo, they thought they could beat me. Never mind, you don't get it. Me and the Zoom Don't count me out, man. I'll miss the comeback. I'll miss the get back, so don't count me out. That's stupid to do. Betting against me? That's crazy. All right. So my wife made rice pilaf. That was delicious. Let's see what y'all are up to. All right. Doesn't sound derivative to me. Little 9-inch nails drawn at the end there. Nice. Who said derivative? I'll literally fight you. I'm fat. Remember in the early days of Twitter bots? All right. So we got an interaction practice today. No lemons. I slept for 11 hours. I think my body needed something. I'm going to trust my body on this one. Because, like, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. But just now, I just did get a lot of sleep. I woke up. I wanted honeycombs. No milk. So I just went over and started eating honeycombs. I was like, I know this is going to make me wish I had milk. And I did. But then instead of milk, I downloaded a bunch of energy drinks. That's Hennessy mixed with energy. And then my wife's like, I'm cooking. I'm like, you cooking? And then she gives me a spoonful of this thing she made, and it was so freaking delicious. I was like, what a gal. What a woman. What a magnificent lady we have here. What a specimen. Boy, did I hit the jackpot, or did I hit the freaking jackpot? Y'all ain't talking. I'm going back over here. All right. Let me see. Bert Bronx suddenly liking my comments and messaging me. What is this, Pride Month? Why is a gay black guy messaging me and liking my comments all of a sudden? You know, a couple months ago, I wanted to kind of fake everybody out and have a black guy host my show. I just thought it'd be a funny thing to do. And I was like, who's like a semi-famous black guy right now? And I thought Bert Bronx. Bert Bronx was on Fish House, Sam Hyde's show. And he was a very likable character because he was just like aloof and confused the whole time. But he's like gay. He has muscle implants and stuff. I thought this guy would be perfect to fake host my show and like pretend to be me. So I messaged him through that website where you can what up, Mark? Sorry, my buttons aren't working, but I'll be like Mark. Pretty good. That'll do. There's some website where you can hire actors to do things. And so I tried to get him to do this. And then he left me on, he's talking to me and stuff, and then all of a sudden he ghosted me. Now that was like over 6 months ago, and I just moved on with my life. But now all of a sudden he's messaging me and liking my comments, and he called me baby boy, I think. I'm like, what is this? Well, Pride Month comes along, all of a sudden now you think now you want to shoot your shot? I'm not gay, dude. The deal is off. Leave us alone. Pride Month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm legally insane. Leave us alone. Men's mental health awareness. Also, humility month. I got an annoying comment on one of my things. You guys want to see this annoying comment? Look at this annoying comment. It's just annoyed me. I don't know what to tell you. It's annoying and I'm annoyed. Oh gosh, are they still going? All right, here we go. I made this clip yesterday. The monkeys with typewriters thing is stupid, probably. You guys know that? Oh, you give a bunch of monkeys some typewriters in outer space in 1 billion years, they'll write Shakespeare? You can't prove that. I'm more of a thug than Bert Bronx, bro. Oh, given an infinite amount of time, a bunch of monkeys will write Shakespeare. They'll get bored of the typewriters within a couple minutes and break them. So there's a lot of variables here. Are they forced to play with typewriters? Because they're going to get bored of it. Are the typewriters indestructible? They're still going to get bored of it. Are these eternal monkeys? What are these, eternal monkeys? This is a stupid thing. Let's say you got all the premises right. Eternal monkeys, indestructible typewriters, and nothing else to do. It's going to be 500 trillion years of gibberish and nothing more. So I thought that was a funny clip. That's why I clipped it. And this guy comes over with his jerk-off mind and his mean words. He says, you're misunderstanding the point. First off, that's so crazy. You think I don't get it? You think That's so crazy. And then he says, it's not as funny as you think it is. What kind of autism are you coming to my chat with? What, you're rating the humor of people? Like, what are you doing? Move on if you don't like it. What a stinky type of person. What a stinky mind. I said, the irony. Because he said, you're misunderstanding the point. It's not as funny as you think it is. I said, the irony. And I got more likes than him because he's a butthole and I'm nice. I'm smart. I'm nice. He said, there is no irony. I get what you're doing. It's just not funny. Who does this? What kind of person does this to people? Why do you want to make me doubt? I'm pretty sure I'm real funny. I'm pretty sure I'm actually really funny at this. And that bit was funny. I think he felt like he accomplished something by understanding that I was misunderstanding the point. Here's what happened. At first, he was like, you don't get it, dude. And then when he realized that it was him who didn't get it, he said, there is no irony. I get what you're doing. It's just not funny. Then it started to dawn on him that I knew exactly the monkey typewriter thing. I was purposely misunderstanding it, but it is stupid. The monkey typewriter thing is stupid. So then he hits me with I said, you clearly don't. And he said, you are intentionally being overly literal and realistic, missing the point of the saying about infinity and odds to try to be funny, but it's just tiresome. This man has never laughed in his life. This man has never laughed in his life. And I hate him. I hate him. What is this? Get the hell out of here, you weird freak. I think I have a large grandma following. It's starting to become clear to me that I have a large grandma following. So what's up, grandmas? Thank you for coming. I love you. Thank you for the sweater. And, wow, did you make this cake yourself? This is delicious. How old are these pistachios on the table? They seem like they have dust on them. Is that? It doesn't matter. I love you, Grandma. All right. I've been asking crypto alchemists to test McDonald's for Gentile blood. He says he doesn't have the equipment at the moment, but once he does, he'll let me know. Yeah, that guy's a real jerk. Guy loves monkeys so hard, dude. Guy loves monkeys and hates laughing. If your reaction to somebody being funny is, that wasn't funny, it was just tiresome, I'm worried about you, bud. Like, is everything okay? That's what I should have said. Everything okay, bud? Are you wrestling with something? But I'm not good enough. So yeah, I've been trying to get Crypto Alchemist to test McDonald's for Gentile blood. He hasn't gotten back to me, but no, he got back to me. He just said he doesn't have the equipment yet, but once he does, he'll let me know. I just think we need to put an end to this. Like, if I want some McDonald's, but I'm waiting for the go-ahead, I want to make sure it's not full of Gentile baby blood. If it is, I won't eat it. But if it's not, I'm getting it the second I know that. And, you say, oh, it's a trick, but maybe it's a trick. Maybe it's a trick. You don't know, so shut up. Let's check interaction practice. I got a nice new segment for y'all. It's called interaction practice. I was on Leslie's show yesterday. Let's go to the new segment.
Hi, I'm Tony. Nice to meet you. Can I touch your face? No. I'm shy. Oh, I'm sorry, and I don't like being touched.
So, I was on Leslie Tanner's show yesterday. What was this show called? I forget. Awakenings or something. And I called in. And this is fresh. I haven't listened to it, so we're going to analyze this interaction live as a team. Here we go.
Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
It's HelloListener.
Hello. Oh, this is HelloListener from YouTube.com.
Yeah, YouTube.com.
Namaste. Hello, listener. I love getting callers from YouTube. It doesn't happen as frequently, so I really do cherish this. Thanks for calling in. How you doing tonight, hello, listener?
I'm doing okay. I'm surprised I got in. I just clicked once. I didn't, dial a bunch of times.
Damn. Yeah.
That's true. Earlier in the show, I was like, I'm going to redial. But then later on, I was just like, yeah, it's no big deal. And at one point, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try and call right now. And I called and immediately went in. And so, that's true. Now, I had no idea where this was going to go. This was like a gay episode. And there was points where I thought about leaving before I called in. But, well, we'll see. Let's see what happens.
You timed it well. Sometimes people try to get in a lot. They try to get in all night and they don't get in. So you got fast fingers. Meatloaf stream or I quit the program from Old Man Doom. Looking like Shel Silverstein on SSRIs that aren't working.
I wasn't watching the show where he said that, so I had no idea what he was talking about, but that was a great joke. Nice job. This guy's funny.
Who looks like that?
Old Man Doom.
I've never met him.
It was good. You can watch the VOD.
Okay.
Dane just sat there and paused. And I wasn't going to fill the energy. You know what I mean? You're not going to do that with me. You're not going to sit there quietly and make me feel the need to fill the silence. And this goes to all of you. This is interaction practice. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all need to know. Don't try and fill the silence. Let the silence sit. Enjoy the silence. Just kind of sit there. Let them deal with the silence. Because the only person dealing with the silence is the one dealing with the silence. If you just forget there even was silence, you're like, just forget that you were even talking. That's the way to do it. Because a lot of people, they get really uncomfortable when there's silence and they try and fill it with something. And then what you're doing is you're putting yourself off balance. Don't put yourself off balance. Gosh. Yo, I'm teaching y'all things right now.
There is one in, hold on. Let me address that. Old Man Doom, there is something planned up. There is something planned up.
Just being
we're gonna
quiet.
be doing several things like that, some special stuff in the plan over the next couple months. Meatloaf stream, yes, definitely. I'm going to be making my own meatloaf this time, though. However, I had milk last time, and I had a very unpleasant bowel situation. I can't digest milk, so that was that. And we're going to be making
Ashkenazi confirmed. I was thinking that yesterday. All of a sudden, it hit me. I was like, this guy is tribal. This guy's a tribesman. I believe we are looking at a tribesman here. Then he says, I can't digest milk. Well, that seals it. You're Ashkenazi, brother. How did I not see it sooner? What other thing could he possibly be besides that? I meant to ask him when I called, but it got away from me.
making our own meatloaf this time. Now, listen, hello, listener. I appreciate you calling in. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. You said something about keto and being agitated, and
Yes.
that actually did happen to me today. I ate a bunch of meat, and now I'm feeling like agitated, but otherwise I'm all right.
Talk about it. What's that like? Where are you feeling the agitation? How are you feeling it? Is it physical, emotional?
It's like it's kind of like both, the physical kind of affects emotional. All of a sudden you're just feeling kind of out of sorts. I've been sitting on the corner of the couch just kind of dealing with myself.
What kind of meat did you eat?
Well, at first I had, my wife made some beef last night, and she left it on the stove. And I thought, I could just reheat this. And maybe that was a big mistake, because she left it on the stove overnight. And maybe it's full of, parasites. I don't know. And then...
Right.
That wasn't really enough. So then I ate some Costco chicken that I left in the fridge for 2 or 3 days. I figured that's not too long. I can eat that. That's not going to give me problems. And so I ate it with my dogs, and we were just eating it. And
Okay, sorry.
now I just don't feel good at all. I feel like I've made a mistake.
All right, so you feel like you
Ashkenazi is Amish. Amish is code.
made a mistake. Quick, wait, what was that little dingy for? I can't see. It just a ding went off. All right, well, namaste. Okay, so back to so you feel like you made a mistake. Would you say that you have a sense of shame?
Yeah, but that's kind of an undercurrent at all times, right? You kind of need that.
You see the silence? Just sit in the silence. Don't make me talk more. Don't make me talk more than I want to talk, Leslie. Now you talk. I answered. I answered your question. Silence.
Sense of shame. You need that. What do you mean by that? What do you need? What do you need it for? Talk to me about that. I think there's something interesting there.
Well, I think shamelessness has kind of turned this country into the freaking nightmare place.
It's also just completely not even real. Philzy74 caller, do you sleep in your dog's bed and tell your wife you're animal and not a man?
I haven't, but I'm not against it. I have told my wife that I'm an animal and not a man, and she's told me that. We both agree on that.
He called it. Philzy74. That's 1 out of 25 tonight. Namaste to you, Phil.
But I got rules about my dogs. You know, they don't get to like, you know, jump on the bed and stuff like that. I don't like that. It's like you're not the same as me. You're an animal.
Right. Okay.
You gotta make that.
So this.
I sound like my dad on the phone. I sound like my dad. I'm exactly my dad. Anybody else 40 and they're just like, oh, wow, I am my dad and I'm like the same guy. Anybody else dealing with that? Anybody else dealing with being 40 and realizing you are 100% your own dad? All right.
Shame, though. I want to go back to a shame. You mentioned that shamelessness is part of what has ruined this country. Speak on that. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you look at like a place like...
He tried to get me to say namaste last time, Gretna man. Gretna man. Bro changes his name every day, Julian. He tried to get me to say namaste last time. I said, I didn't say it. I made some other noise. This time I said normal steak to him. Figure that'll pass by the censors.
Like Japan, and they have a real sense of shame in their culture. Like different countries have a different idea. Like, okay, different countries have different forms of paranoia that'll like be onset with schizophrenics or people on acid. In Britain, they're like terrified of like the Masons. In America, they're terrified of the government. In Japan, they're terrified of people shaming them.
Quick psychic emergency before you finish that thought.
It's pure chaos calling into that show. Like how you handled it, then you folded. What do you mean by that? When did I fold? I disagree with you. I did not fold. I didn't fold. When did I fold? When did I fold, Julian? Huh?
Namaste.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency.
No, I didn't. I said normal steak. I said normal steak. And in the last one, I said, I had another thing that I said. At first, I said, I'm not going to say that. And then finally at the end, I said some gobbledygook. I didn't say, I never said namaste to him. And it's not a power play. It's just, I'm not going to actually use that. I'll say the word just talking about the word, but I'm not going to say it as a greeting because I ain't into Hinduism. So the people here, they get mad at me. Just so you know, the viewers on this call, last time they loved me. They said, I love this guy so much. He's so nice. He's such a good guy. But today I was, I got 40 consecutive viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Bob's favorite show. Things are different now, bro. I'm not gonna play games. You feel me? I'm famous, nigga. So I came out there and I just talked my crap. And the viewers got very angry with me. And then they terminated the call. Forge Lloyd just tipped $1. Thank you, Forge Lloyd. Why didn't it pop up? Oh, it doesn't pop up on this one. Brother, I apologize. When I switch over, let me read your thing. Hold on one second. Don't spend it all in one place, big guy. You could keep your freaking $1, Forge Lloyd.
The National Guard has ambushed Clifford the Big Red Dog while he napped. The Guard's assault of 10,000 bullets and 2 rocket launchers only proved to excite the beast as he chased their jeeps around the block. Emily is now under Clifford's spell and rides him. The glowing radioactive dog shits will now fill a dump truck. Repeat. Cheer 400. The National Guard has ambushed Clifford the Big Red Dog while he napped. The Guard's assault of 10,000
Come on, get to the thing.
Rocket launchers
This is not interaction. This is distraction.
The beast as he chased their jeeps around the block. Emily is now under Clifford's spell and rides him. The glowing radioactive dog shits will now fill a dump.
The difference between my show and Jim Bob's show is Jim Bob's show has value. You know, Jim Bob will sit there and he'll show you a video of a person doing something that is incorrect, and he'll tell you why it's incorrect and how to correct it. Me, I sit here and play my own music and watch my own show, and I say, look at when I did this. I am for, and you are all my mommy, okay? Every one of you's my mommy, and I want you to tell me I'm a good boy. It's very different.
Dump truck. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much, Yahoo Serious, for the update about Clifford the Big Red Dog. Let's get back to Japan. So Japan's getting it right in your head. We should be taking a page out of their book.
Well, we used to have a sense of shame, too, in this country, but it's kind of been bred out of us by people in power. They've kind of flooded the airwaves with shameless behavior and pornography, and now everybody talks like a bunch of sociopaths and does parades for their degeneracy, and it's leaking out into every sector. My little nephew was telling me how every show he watches is like, all of a sudden, like the last episode, it'll turn gay, and these are kids shows. He's just watching kids shows, trying to be a kid, and then all of a sudden, gay people are making out at the last episode, so they like lure the parents in so that they don't even know it's happening. They're like, yeah, it's a normal, nice show. Mm-hmm. And then once the parents aren't watching, they're like, here's some gay stuff. So it's leaked into every aspect of our society.
Here's some gay stuff. And this gay stuff. So it's something like...
Obviously, this is when the Twitch audience turned on me because they're mud guppies, you know. They're all polyamorous. You know. They're all having camera sex with each other. They're all going to furry conventions and wearing the, you know, what's that guy's name? Timothy merch.
Like Steven Universe kind of making out with a boy.
Yeah, well, also Adventure Time. I don't know if you remember that. I was really into that show when it first came out. I thought it was like this light, you know, interesting, kind of precocious show. And then all of a sudden, at the last episode, there was like a lesbian kiss scene of the main characters. And it was like, you know that they...
See, they're turning on me. Now, let's see how I handle it. And just so you know, sometimes your boy doesn't handle things well. I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I don't handle criticism well. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you think I do handle it well. But I actually don't handle criticism very well. I prefer nobody ever criticize me.
The writers were like, yeah, we're going to get these kids. We're going to turn them
I know
gay.
some of those writers. Cougar Pie with a community.
Did I call it? Did I call it or did I call it? This guy is from Israel.
Communal vision. None of this is true. He's having a homosexual fantasy. Any response to that?
Not off the top. I'm not having a homosexual. That's a weird. No, this is true. You're probably projecting.
Cougar Pie, with another communal vision as well. Cougar Pie with another communal vision, saying Japan is vending machines with little girl panties.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
that is a solid touche. That's a solid touche.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the relationship that we have, you know, developing. It's an evolution. You know, there's these things that get called degenerate or aberrational or abnormal or, you know, whatever.
You see the comments? This guy definitely jerks off to gay kiss scenes. Do you understand the projection? This is what happens in the liberal mindset. They're like, if you don't like our degeneracy, it's because you're gay. Like, dude, that psyop doesn't work anymore. Remember when back in the 90s they said homophobia comes from actually repressed homosexuality? Guess what? Some Jewish scientist made that up. That's not true. You're dumb, you're gay, you're stupid. And stop projecting. And also, if you're into all this gay crap, then why do you use it as an insult against straight people? Unless you understand the inherent degeneracy and wrongness of homosexuality. They can't help themselves, though. Watch them. Watch them lose their minds.
So to speak, you know?
Yeah.
This behavior, we have a different relationship with it through time. Used to be that there was a more I won't say in like an ultimate objective sense that like some normal existed, but even though I would maybe argue that as well, that there used to be a core sense of baseline.
Somebody said my wife is already. Did you see that? You see that? They get so mad and they just start dreaming things up. They're like, he can't be normal and sane. He can't be stable and okay. There has to be a secret thing wrong. Like when they take that picture, like when they take those Lincoln Rockwell paintings, what are they called? You know, those old paintings of like nice families and Christmas times. And then they put captions on it. He's cheating on his wife. She secretly is taking opiates. He thinks he's gay, and they cannot help themselves. They're so deranged that they cannot see normal. And when they do see it, they have to subvert it. Yo, this is pride. This is the pride movement. This is the gay movement. It is full demonic activity coming out of every orifice of these freaking people.
Connected.
Yeah, Norman Rockwell.
With Phil Z74,
Yo,
I know the caller.
Crazy white boy. I need you on deck, bro. You keep doing this. You did this a couple days ago with what it was, the Mike Tyson's boxing coach. You got the names, bro. Crazy white boy got names and dates.
Is not gay, but if they were forced under gunpoint, maybe he'd be into David Bowie. Any response? Were forced. See. Phil C74, I know the caller is not gay, but if they were forced under gunpoint, maybe he'd be into David Bowie. Any response?
Forcing gunpoint to do a gay thing?
Yeah, do gay stuff with
Pull the
David
trigger.
Bowie.
Pull the trigger, baby.
Pull the trigger. Not even David Bowie.
That's the correct answer, by the way. That's the correct answer. Just so you know, that's the correct answer. If you're forced at gunpoint to do some gay crap, pull the trigger, baby. Pull that freaking trigger.
Very vivid gay dream last night and have been laughing.
Now, there's some nuance there. You know, some people get in prison and they get beaten and tortured and horrible things happen to people, and they don't have no choice as to what they do, and that happens to people. And we have to... Those people are, that's a tragic thing and an awful thing, and we pray for them and we want good for them. But if it's a simple binary and somebody comes to you and says, have sex with a guy or I blow your brains out, you say, blow my brains out, buddy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Thinking about a homophobic guy being gay in his dreams and getting mad about it, says Raji. So
Paul lied to protect his life. Hey, dude, if you want to have sex with David Bowie to protect your life, that's on you. I don't know about the Paul lying thing. But lying and doing a guy are worlds apart, I believe.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, that is funny.
Gay in his dreams and getting mad about it, says Raj. Thinking about a homophobic David Bowie. I had a very vivid gay dream last night and have been laughing, thinking about a homophobic guy being gay in his dreams and getting mad about it, says Raji. So, did that make sense?
Yeah, that is funny.
Having
Yo, I've been making Leslie laugh, and nobody does. It's only me. I'm a professional comedian.
Duncan did it. Thank you, caller. I didn't realize Adventure Time was a kids show.
I just make people laugh by laughing. I should just start a show and just laugh. What am I doing here trying to think of stuff? I'll just giggle. Laughter is contagious. Let me see. Let's try it out. We'll come back to this. Nah. All right. Whoa.
Hi, I'm Tony.
Namaste. Caller, welcome to Exploration.
Nice to meet you. Can I touch your face? No. I'm shy. Oh, I'm sorry, and I don't like being touched.
Isn't that the weirdest thing? That's one of the weirdest things. So it restarted. So where were we at?
Like, yeah, we're gonna.
Uh-oh. Hold on one second.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com. BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
You tired of making bad decisions all your life? Why don't you make one good decision once in your life and buy my freaking music? Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music? Why don't you buy my music? Huh? Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music right now, huh? Buy my stupid music, alright, jerk? What are you, polyamorous? Buy my music. Come buy my music, hey, come on, click the link, go to the sink, take a drink. We got a CDs and tapes of it. Buy that stink, cause you know it's stinky, cause we get funky over here, people. And I ain't no funky monkey, man. Colossal Squid Records, bandcamp.com. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. You can listen to it on Rhapsody? Do I look like a swarthy gentleman from the...
That's weird. Why is my... Oh, thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. And thank you for caring about whether or not you even hear my voice. You know what I mean? That's nice. That's nice. That feels nice. You can hear the show, correct? Can everybody hear the show? Maria, can they hear the show? You can't hear Leslie? See, that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking you. Gee whiz. Okay, I fixed everything. Everything's better now. We'll talk about earlobes, but we'll go back. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is interaction practice, if you didn't get that. If you didn't get that through the stinger that I made yesterday. Well, I didn't make it. Steven Spielberg made it. But if you didn't get it by the stinger, this is interaction practice. This is where we review interactions and see if I did a good job. Because we're learning together. Sometimes it's more like one of those videos where like a cool Northern Londoner is like, this is how you do it, right? This is how you act. Keep your eyes low. Keep your chin tucked in. All your power comes from your eyes. Flare your nostrils. Lift your lip. This is a look of true power. If you want to dominate your foes, you need to look at them with squinty eyeballs. That turned Australian. It always turns Australian. And that's true because Australia was built from British criminality. And now British is a criminal empire. So they'll all have Australian accents soon.
Duncan did it. Thank you, caller. I didn't realize Adventure Time was a kid's show. I could kiss you for that.
Forge Lloyd's oh, dude, I got to fix this. Forge Lloyd, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm going to read your chat. When I go to the other screens, chats will pop up. Right now, it's not popping up just because I didn't set up this scene correctly. But I'm trying to like be professional. Let's read what you said. It's okay, I love you. Thanks, dude. Love you too. All right, back to the show. Now, where was that? Uh-oh. There it is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how kissable are your earlobes?
I've never put it into a number system like that. It hasn't crossed my mind.
That's an honest answer, and I appreciate that, genuinely. I don't think I've ever thought that either. I'm on your side. Frame, we are.
Can you do it now? Like, it's hard to do off just like right off.
I'd say a 5. I don't have very dangly earlobes. They kind of like
5 is a safe number. You can't go wrong with 5 because that's just saying you don't know.
Well,
really.
it's here. Look.
Don't flick your earlobes at me. The ever.
Japanese
if you ever meet me, I don't think you should flick your earlobes at me. I won't do that to you. I'm pretty sure that's a Sicilian insult.
Ashamed of the wrong things, says Cuckoo Pie. Well, listen, Cuckoo Pie, we could play this game all night. There is such a power in shame. There's such a power in shame. And it's a necessary thing in many aspects of our lives. You are very inspiring, hello listener. I gotta say that you are very inspiring to the community. Not Mish says, do you think the Disney princesses kissing their princess at the end of every movie also groomed the children into being heteros? I need to know.
You can't groom people into being normal.
Oh, princes. Let me say that again. Do you think the Disney princesses kissing their princes, you spelled princess, you said that wrong, but what Not Mish meant to say is, do you think the Disney princesses kissing their princes at the end of every movie also groomed? Okay.
No, same answer.
Screaming
you can't
at me.
groom people into being normal.
See, that's honestly the thrust of my program, though, to be honest with you. And I've had tremendous success. A lot of
grooming people into being normal.
Yeah, essentially speaking, yeah. I mean, the people that come to me, are a lot of mentally ill people, a lot of broken people.
Well, you see how triggered everyone is. You know what I mean? These people drink Soylent. They see Soylent and they go to the store and they ask, "Do you have Soylent?"
people, a lot of aberrational people that don't know what to do, right?
I got kicked off Twitter today. No, I didn't get kicked off, but my account ended. I paid for it for 1 month, and I was immediately like, why did you do that? Why'd you go back? Why'd you betray yourself? So for 1 month, I had Twitter again, premium, so that I could stream to it. Now I got an open slot on my Restream. I can stream to some other place. I'm not going to be streaming to Twitter. I'm not going to pay to stream. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get money. I'm not trying to spend money. You feel me? I'm a miser. I'm frugal. You know what I mean? I come from the gutter. You know, you understand? And so I'm frugal. I was thinking of streaming to Twitch today. And I was like looking into it. I was like, Twitch, yo, if I start streaming to Twitch, they're going to mass flag me, report me. They're going to jump to my YouTube. Twitch is full of butterfly butthole people. I don't want nothing to do with it. Twitch is the Pride Month of streaming platforms.
And one of the first things that we do is like, brother, you got to act normal. They call me suicide crisis. Any race, any religion, any age, whatever. They call me suicide crisis. And they're like, Leslie, I don't know what to do. I'm like, first of all, act as normal as possible.
That's funny, dude. He's funny. First off, act as normal as possible.
First and foremost, stop crying and go get something to drink. And then
you see, thinks more about gay people more than gay people think about gay people. That's statistically impossible because most gay men have multiple partners in a single day. Over 50% of the gay population was molested as a child, and over 50. The statistics are incredible. There's in the gay community, there's shame if you don't have AIDS. They have things called bug parties where gays get AIDS so that they can, I don't even know, so that they could die and go to hell. It's crazy. There's no way to think about gays more than gay people do. They literally are gay. There's no way to think about them more than that. They do. They have like the amount of partners that gay people have it's unfathomable to the Gentile mind, to the straight white male mind.
And then we work from there.
No, that's good. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Now. Well, let's. So, and then I guess you could call that grooming, but let's catch up with these Communivisions. Like I said, you've been very.
This guy sucks. Look how mad they are.
So not me.
Meanwhile, YouTube was appreciating me, but of course YouTube appreciates me. We're allowed to be men up here, for now.
Yeah. Hopefully we explored that for you.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. My nephew literally told me that like every show he watches, including like Chowder or the Amazing Gumball. He likes the Amazing Gumball, and he said all of a sudden they were doing satanic rituals to resurrect people in the Amazing Gumball. He's like, I can't escape it. Every show I watch, and maybe he's like just playing to my. And maybe he like knows where I'm at, and he's just trying to talk to me in the way that I want to talk. You know. Trying to relate to me. I don't know. He's a smart kid. I hope that's not the case. But he was telling me that, you know, all these shows, the last episode, all of a sudden they flip the script on you and hit you with some degeneracy, some Satanism, all sorts of crap like that. And he's like, I can't even watch kid shows. He's like, I'm just trying to be a kid. That's tragic. That's tragic.
The Japanese are ashamed of the wrong things. Kukupai, again, I'd love to debate that with you. Because I bet we'd have some really fun discussions. Framweard, how much Princess Bubblegum and Marceline hentai have you jacked your little shit off to?
It's a weird and gross question. I think it says more about you than me.
Interesting. So... Oh,
not you, Leslie.
Right. Of course. I'm really a conduit. Sort of connecting the program with itself. How much? So zero.
He said, I'm merely a conduit. I said, interesting. And y'all know what I mean.
Or a little bit?
I don't think I've ever.
So 0 or a little bit, sort of connecting the program with itself. How much? So 0 or a little bit?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Okay.
But you know, like
I don't
life
think.
is
Yeah.
simple.
Well, honestly, that's it. I appreciate that honesty. Because who knows? Who knows when you gotta leave space for the fugue state. That's what I always say. You gotta leave.
There's like those people. There's those people who have like a complete recollection of every second of every day. As far as I remember, that's never happened in my life. But I don't want to go out. I'll say 99% sure that I never did that.
And again, I think it's brave to be that honest. Fram says, this guy is a bitch.
Jim Bob says chat here. Yo. Thank you, Jim Bob. Freaking love you, dude. Dang. Thanks, Jim Bob. Little kingmaker right there. Normal steak. Oh, shoot. What up, everybody? We're approaching the end of interaction practice. Should I show you the stinger for it? Let me show you the stinger for all the new people. Nope.
Hi, I'm Tony. Nice to meet you. Can I touch your face? No. I'm shy. Oh, I'm sorry, and I don't like being touched.
And that's just nice. That's just nice. You can't deny that that's nice. Jeez. Jim Bob raid. This is a wonderful moment. I'm just going to soak it in. I wish I could bring something more to the table than what I'm bringing right now. We'll see what happens. We're in the middle of interaction practice to those who are just arriving. We're wrapping it up right now. I'm about to get kicked off of Leslie's show by a bunch of weird Twitch bubble people.
Mo, be that honest. And again, I think it's brave to be that honest. Fram says, this guy is a bitch. IMO. What response do you have? Pure aggression. Response to that.
I mean, this is exactly what I expected from Twitch. Twitch is full of Rick and Morty pajama people.
Wow. There we go. I love when somebody pulls off the glove and does a little slap.
And then I get kicked off.
D'Artagnan style from YouTube to Twitch or likewise. Because somebody called Twitch a bunch of theater, like a bunch of like weird theater kids a couple weeks ago. It made me laugh a lot. Holy moly. Old man doom. All right, so listen. It never popped on the screen, but you have been terminated. Namaste.
So I got terminated right there. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of like stuff, so I'm going to jump over here. Myron Chuck now subscribed to the channel. Thank you for your subscription. There's a picture of Donald Trump that he sent me personally. He said I'm his top guy and that he is playing 5D chess. So keep your head up, people. Let's not lose hope. Things are going to be okay. We got Shiloh, and I know Jim Bob doesn't like Shiloh or free speech, but over here we appreciate free speech, and Shiloh is our white queen. Thank you, Mark, for saying a nice thing. And now what? Now what do we do? That was the last amount of content that I had in my mind. Let's do call-ins. Anybody who's watching the show, you are welcome to call in to my show. Let me set the scene. I'll just talk for a moment. It'll be fine. Nothing weird. I'm just talking. We're just friends. I'll say words out of my mouth and somehow it'll make sense. I don't have to really think about it. You know, like that Nirvana song, I don't have to think. I only have to do it. The results are always perfect, but that's old news. We're going to do that sort of, this is an insecure room name. So I got to make it more secure. I don't care. Just come. I don't care if it's insecure. All right, here's the link. I'm giving you the link. Anyone in chat who wants to jump in my show and feed me content because I have run out, now's your shot. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot with the big boy. I'm legally, it's 162 people are watching. What the hell, yo? Guys, remember the old me. Remember the old me, because I will let this go to my head. I am letting, this is going to my head right now. I am the king of YouTube. I'm the king of YouTube. I control YouTube. I can feel the power surging through my body. Sorry about that. I don't even care. I don't even care that a nicotine pouch shot out of my mouth while I was yelling. Because I am the king of YouTube. Nobody can beat me. I feel it in my body. Okay, here's the link. I'm going to pin it to the top. Anybody want to come to my show? Just know that you are speaking to royalty. And I will not tolerate subversion. I am the king of YouTube now. I am the king of YouTube now. I'm the czar of YouTube. This was all part of the plan. I saw this ahead. You know, like how black people are like, I saw it in my brain and I materialized it. You know, people have vision boards. People read the Celestine prophecy and people get into, and they're like, I saw this all occur. Yeah, this is like that. This is like that. I'm like a weird person like that. And this is just one step. Eventually I'll be king of America, and it's going to be a lot to deal with, but I'll handle it. Through prayer and fasting. I'm going to be the first Orthodox Tsar of America. This is a baby step on the way to that. Truly. Click the link, go to the sink, take a drink. We got CDs and tapes over here. Somebody better click this link. Do I love bagels? I love everybody, but I am wary of many groups. Bagels being the main one. I'm genuinely afraid of how many people are here right now, and I don't know how to do this show anymore. I don't know how to do a show for over 30 people. That's crazy for me. Yeah, you're going to need a king, and I think I got the thing. You know what I mean? I think I'm ready for it. I got ideas. I got brain power. Well, I don't have brain power, but I've been taking boxing lessons. I understand that orthodoxy is a true faith. I have no qualms about that, and I have no second guessing about that. I am Orthodox, and I just think I have a kingly vibe, and I got these glasses. So just keep it, you know, everybody relax. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Click the link. Is anybody clicking the link? I put the link up. Did I not put the link up? Let's get to know these new people. Coco Shuko Papa Shango. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Coco Shuko Papa Shango. I love Micronesia. Kui. Oh, it's a large Micronesian following. Thank you for subscribing, everyone. Please, everybody who's watching, continue to do that. Subscribe, like, do those things. Can you hear me, caller? Hold on. I'll make it so you can. Can you hear me? Oh, I forgot about this hard part. Hold on, I'll make it work. And he left. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. Not really a lot to work with. I'm just taking this in. This is a lot of people. But what if I already liked and subscribed? Go ahead and do it again. Don't unsubscribe. The link is weird? Shoot. Gosh, is the link weird? What does that mean even? What does that mean? British? Okay. James Teague is British. Oh, now I understand. Jim Bob gets the chat moving so fast that he can't even hear it. Okay, can you guys hear this person? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Brother, can you hear me? Caller, can you hear me? Hello? What the even heck is happening? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I know you guys hear me. This guy's coming over here making gross noises on my show. I'm going to put on Ushbaka. I don't know what else I can do. And he left. Okay, guess what? We're not doing that anymore. That's over. I'm going to leave. I'm going to get rated and leave. Because I feel myself, I feel like I could really easily drop the ball right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to regroup. I'm going to take a stinky break, and I'd like a lot of you to leave, please.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
Okay, my wife yelled at me. She said, get back out there. You have a job to do. And so, welcome. My name's HelloListener. You could call me Sinner for short. I have not sold my soul. I'm a real person. And this is a show. Let me describe this show to you newcomers. And maybe Forge Lloyd and some of the other people can help me. This is a kind of show where we're just like orthodox, but we're just normal. I can't debate. So if you come here trying to debate me, you just kind of make me uncomfortable. And we like to show the softer side of orthodoxy over here. And I don't mean soft as in like homosexual. I mean soft as in I'm a fat guy. I'm just a regular person. So you guys just come, like, please, like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm really, it's a lot all at once. I'm going to rise to the occasion. I'll just let my mouth talk for a while and check my notes. You know what? Let's go into the big thing that I was thinking about going into. I had a big show set up for this week, and I was wondering if I should actually, like, make a video, like, in Premiere, like, do a whole video and then upload it, or if I should try and do it on the fly, which would be easier, but might be messier. So, here's what I've been thinking about. We got a lot of truthers watching my show, and it occurred to me that this need to kind of like figure everything out. Here, I'll unplug so I can see you guys. Thank you, James Teague, for subscribing to my channel. Thank you, Twizzard, for subscribing to my channel. This is my moment, huh? This is my moment in the sun right here. Okay. Craig S., I appreciate. Okay. I gotta get to this. Okay. And I'll just, okay, and maybe it's my fault for making that cover the entire screen. Thank you, Michael Nash. Okay. My day ones, are you watching this? Hey, day ones, are you seeing this happen? How you guys feeling? Forge Lloyd, Mark, Slowboy, Whiteboard, how you feel about what's happening right now? Somehow the chat is still open? Even though I closed it? And someone's making noise right now? How is that possible? Somebody's typing? Hold on a second. This is odd. This is like hello?
You didn't close it. It's Shujin.
What up, Shujin? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Again, it's me again. No.
Okay, hold on. Let me open up this thing. This is interesting.
Yeah, Shujin is in the call.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Close it. Alright. I'm spamming the air now. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I hear you on the thing. Did I fuck everything? Did I make a bunch of noise? I mean, I wanted to leave someone else like come in today because, you know, I came in the other day. But everyone just flew. It's like same with my show. I'm trying to give away like free shit. And people never redeem the free shit. So no one's really there.
Hold on.
Or no one.
Can you hear me?
Immersed in the thing.
Can you hear me? Hold on 1 second if you can hear me, because I don't know what's going on. How did I make a room that I'm not in? Okay, look. What the heck? No, it's not my priest. This is Shujin. Hold on. Okay, guys. We're going to have some feedback for 1 second. And I apologize. All right. How's that working? Can you hear me? And now we got this guy. I didn't. What the hell is going on? Hello?
I hear you now.
Oh, I know what to do. Okay, I got it. No problem. I'll just turn it off and stop.
That's Forge Lloyd.
Goodbye, everyone. We're not doing this.
On there. Spicy.
I can't make it go away.
We had a show, by the way, with Forge Lloyd. It's not posted yet, but it's really good. It lasted for a while.
I'm just under my desk.
You know, we just commented on our discussion. It was me, my Polish friend, and Forge Lloyd. My mind is cooked. Yeah, the mind is cooking. It's hilarious. He's breaking down. This is true comedy. This is gold. By the way, guys, I'm serious about the donation. You can redeem at melindustries.org in the About section. Well, I don't know, man. What's going on? People are funny.
I don't know what's happening.
He's not in the. He was in the room for a little while.
I don't.
Well, you know, yeah. You know, we can talk forever. You know, podcast all.
Guys, leave. How is this even happening? I don't have anything open that could make Shujin be talking to me right now.
Is that there is a technical problem, and technical problems.
That's what that person looks like. Okay, and then they left. I have to delete this browser. Eschatology? Jim Bob, you can't be using vocab words on me. You know this. Soon I'm going to be so big that I'm going to have Jim Bob on my show, and then I'll debate people. Because then I'll have it'll be like, you know, like once when I was in 5th grade, this little guy bullied me. And the way he did it He wasn't little. He was my size, but I could take him. And the way he did it was he had two, like, 7th graders standing next to him on either side, towering over me. And there was nothing I could do. And that's what Jim Bob is. Jim Bob's my 2 7th graders. So as I become humongous and I start to, then people start coming and they start telling me, oh, Protestantism is such a smart thing to be. I know it because it just feels true to me. My feelings are, it's mostly feeling based, but believe me, it's true what I'm saying. And I won't have an answer, but then Jim Bob will pop up like right here and he'll say something and I'll say, yes, that is what I meant to say. That is what he said is what I meant to say. Jim Bob says you're going to shadow me in no time. Oh, gosh. I'm going to take a nicotine pouch. I'm feeling, you know, it's just, this is a big deal for me. I'm not even going to make a joke. I've been doing this show for a year. Jim Bob keeps telling me nice things, keeps sending people my way. And the thing is, I've been watching Jim Bob for years now. And so it's nice to have respect from somebody you respect. Bask in the glow of your newfound royalty, King. Bask in the glow of your newfound royalty, King. Thank you. The shades are here for a reason, people. I plan on being the czar of Orthodox America. I don't have the intelligence, but I have something. There's something here. I do have something. And Jim Bob will be in the cabinet. Jay Dyer will be in the cabinet. Rachel Wilson will not be in the cabinet. We don't let women in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying, people? We don't let women in the cabinet. That's part of it. That's going to be part of it. Sorry. So sorry. I'm so sorry to you. No. Read the sign. No girls allowed. But yeah, we're well on our way. Once Fuentes comes out as gay, there's not going to be any place else for these people to go but me, I think. Once Fuentes is like, okay, I'm gay. I'm a gay guy. Hey, I'm gay. They'll say, okay, who else is speaking the truth boldly in front of everybody, not even giving no craps? Not even giving no stink? Well, it's me, people. It's HelloListener. And I appreciate your patronage. And I won't be like Nick, you know? I see that's where this is going. I'm not going to ever be mean to my audience. I don't like that. And when I'm king, almost nobody gets the death penalty. Almost. And almost that's a wiggly number. Almost can mean a lot of things. Almost nobody gets that. And that's how words are. Okay, this is an interesting thing about sentences, and I'm just going to run this by you real quick. Almost nobody gets the death penalty. 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 You notice how there's different insinuations with each way that I say that? Language is terrifying. Almost nobody gets the death penalty. Almost nobody gets the death penalty. That's just an interesting language thing that I've discovered on my own. It's almost like the words don't even have meaning without the noises you make as you say them. It almost makes you want to like have somebody who wrote the book read the book to you. Did somebody tip and I missed it? Huh? Tiffany, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Tiffany. Hold on. I did get it. Okay. Maria, you want to help me out since you're in the other room freaking yelling at me? I don't know what to do. I got a deluge of warriors out here, and I'm not ready for the battle. Listen, guys, I will direct you eventually. A time will come. You can't fight the war until the parameters are set. You know, this is holy war. My wife is burning down the house. Bask in the glow. Okay. My wife is literally burning down the house right now. You're in boozing time.
You're in boozing time.
Thank you, Forge Lloyd, and I like that number. 333 is... It's just nice. What was I saying? Look, if we're going to fight a holy war against the hordes of Amish, and you'll get it, you'll get the codes. If we're going to fight a holy war against these people and other subversive people, we have to do it in a righteous way. And part of that means setting parameters. So right now, stand by, stand back. We're not doing anything just yet. Let's gather our resources. Let's take a head count. Let's see who everybody is, what you guys are bringing to the table. Jim Bob, if you can help me identify some of these people. There's a lot of people here. I've never had so many people here in my entire life. Amish don't fight. Yeah, Amish get us to fight each other. So part of the battle is not fighting each other. And let me play that clip for you guys real quick. I'm going to play that clip for you real quick. Because I got proud of it. I got proud of this clip. Why is the I'm Legally Insane episode the one that gets rated? All right. Here it is. Ready? This is the clip. Here's how... Here's how brilliant they are. They've gotten better and better at it. See, back in the day, they would just go around and sneak and steal your baby and eat it or whatever. I don't know. But then they came up with the World Wars thing. We'll just get them to kill each other. We'll just get all of them to kill each other. Yeah. We'll go Poland and UK and Russia and Germany. And we'll just get them all to kill each other. And then, wow. Well, there's like 80 million of them gone skis and all their strongest. Now, they've gone even further. You know what we can do instead of that? We can control every aspect of their society and submerge them in filth, ugliness, and degeneracy, and then they'll just kill themselves. We don't even need a war. They're fighting a war inside of themselves. Every day's a war now. Every day's a war for them. Okay, here's how brilliant. So here's... what this show is, honestly. I'm over it. I understand that I'm famous now. I'm over it. Okay. Here's what the show is. The show is about producing hope. We have enough debaters. We have Jim Bob. We have Jay Dyer. We have people who can fight the fight. What we need is recruitment. We need people to understand that orthodoxy is the way and to produce hope in people. Because that is the actual war right now. The war right now is about hope. So like I said, at first they used to eat your baby. Then they figured out how to make you all fight each other. Now what they do is they rain darkness upon you and make you wish you didn't live. And so what we have to do is produce hope. What we have to understand is that God is in control. And no matter what these people think, no matter what power they think they have, it is all under God's purview, and it can be taken away in the blink of an eye. And so anybody who watches my show, the main thing I want you to do is be hopeful and produce hope in those around you. And never stop talking about orthodoxy. Because as long as we are separated from our identity, we'll never be able to unify in a meaningful way. There was a concerted effort to dislodge us from Christianity. And there was a concerted effort to hide the true Christianity from us, because then our identity, even when we think we've reclaimed it, is heavily flawed. So come to orthodoxy if you're not there already. Be orthodox and grow in that place. That's like the theme of the show over here. We got a lot of black pillars. You know, a lot of people who watch my show are very black pilled, and I'm not into that. I'm not into that crap. You know, I've been black-pilled, and sometimes maybe I'll be black-pilled again, but I see no reason for this. Where's the violin music? That's on your show. Jim Bob, this is me. I understand the resemblance, Jim Bob, but I'm actually... You're not doing a show. check my video. I don't want to check it because it keeps glitching up and making everything crazy.
I think they like that.
You guys want me to glitch up and be crazy? Here, I'll make a new room. Maybe if I make a new room. Give me 1 second. Jim Bob, I like how you save your real. Tell us how you really feel when you come to HelloListeners chat. I like that. Jim Bob like does the whole show, and then comes to my show. He's like, "Is anybody else sick of these blacks? Anybody else just sick of the blacks?" All right, I'm gonna try and create another room. Here is the best room. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll see if this works. We'll see. If this doesn't work, I'm not gonna let you guys. You can't get me, okay? Nobody here can get me. Don't try and get me. All right, you can't get me. I'm legally insane. You can't get me because I've already got. All right, let me try posting this new one. Oh, now I gotta. Oh, okay, gotta catch it. Gotta catch it. This is a new problem, Jim Bob, that you've given me. I can't catch my own. I can't pin my own messages because the chat moves too fast now. Thank you. Thanks, dude. Big thanks. Life is about balance. And apparently 13% is too much. Okay, let's see what happens if you guys click on this. Randy West hit 333. Thank you, Randy West. You know, I prayed before this show. I said, God, please help me make this show something where I can make a living and support my wife, you know, so she doesn't have to work. And we're there. I think we're pretty much almost there. I sound like I'm being facetious. Okay. All right, so I did the link and now nobody's here, and
just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Let me turn on your mic. This is my wife. Go ahead, talk, because I'm afraid.
Well, now I don't have anything to say.
You see how that works? You see how it works?
I almost burned the house down while you were getting raided.
But she made rice pilaf today. It was delicious, though it does smell like smoke in here right now. Yeah, and that's kind of helping with the anxiety that I feel with this new thing that's going on here. A whole bunch of people show up, and my house is on fire. But you know, I'm cool in chaos. I'm fine. I can handle this. All right, can you guys hear this person? Hello? Can this person hear me? Oh, I got it. Can you hear me? Hello? How does this work? Are you guys talking? How about now?
La, 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 la.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
La, la, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right, Julian, behave yourself. Behave yourself, Julian. I know you.
Hey, Tony, congratulations, my brother, on becoming the king of YouTube. I knew that this was in you. I knew
where we at?
That I saw the first comment on that video.
You need 8 more.
Thank you, Julian. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I saw a comment eventually. Though, oh, wait, we don't want the feedback. Wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, you got... Julian, you ain't got headphones or nothing? You're feeding back a little bit.
No.
Okay, you
I
muted
mute
yourself.
myself when I ain't talking.
Okay. And we got somebody else here, and I've unmuted you. Hello, sir. What's your name?
I'm Jason Marinchuk, sir. What's your name?
I'm HelloListener. My real name is a secret,
HelloListener.
but you can call me Tony or Sinner.
Hey, Tony. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm okay. You know, things are going all right.
You're an Italian Orthodox. I didn't know they made those anymore.
Well, I'm Sicilian and Irish, and I am also Russian Orthodox, though I am not Russian by blood.
Well, you qualify. That's fine.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. What about
Ukrainian,
you?
I can do that for you. I'm Ukrainian. I can do that for you. I can just make you a Slav.
Oh, this is great. Are you Ukrainian Orthodox?
No, well, I'm attending Rockwell, yeah.
Okay, so
Hey, let me interrupt. I just wanted to congratulate you, my brother. I'm gonna get out of here. Have fun. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Julian.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Love you, man.
Kevin.
All right. So maybe you can help me with this. As my viewers know, I'm not smart. So which is the Ukrainian church that isn't schismatic? And can you tell me?
The canonical church, the canonical church of Ukraine is traditional, and then the schismatics is now I forget the exact acronym, but you can just call them schismatics. Those who shall not be named.
I have some Ukrainians in my church, and they're dealing with a lot right now because basically their entire family has been wiped out and are being thrown into a meat grinder of a war led by the Amish elite. And but I can't say that to her. She may not understand the full scope of what's happening. She may simply see it as a war between Ukraine and Russia, but I tend to see it as a very planned thing by people in power.
Oh. Tell her to look into the Greater Israel Project.
Yeah, the Greater Israel Project. Zelensky and the what was it? There was a social upheaval in, was it 2014, 2016?
2014 was the Maidan, yeah.
Yeah. And so basically Ukraine had its entire government structure taken over by a group of bad actors that eventually led to Zelensky, correct?
Well, no. So kind of. Ukrainian government's been filled with bad actors since really the start, since 1991. But that's a bigger conversation. No, what happened was a color revolution led by the United States, which is one of the this is the third basic color revolution, trying to sort of get a Western facing government in Ukraine. So Zelensky is really Zelensky was an actor. He was a comedian who famously played a Ukrainian president in a comedy show.
Yeah.
He was backed by one of the bigger oligarchs called Orlensky. Orlensky is involved in everything from all the good stuff, human trafficking and drug running and all that good stuff. So Zelensky's just really a cutout. He's just an actor put on stage to forward that group's interests. And now, of course, he's
sending young,
CIA, City of London, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And now he's sending young white men to die in another war for their purposes, as they did throughout the 20th century.
Yep. If they wanted to, I told them, on my show, I was, even on my old show, I was talking like they should have taken Minsk. Minsk was an area where they made these agreements, and Minsk 1 was essentially trying to make agreements between this confrontation with Russia started off with a civil war. So they had been mistreating people in the southeast, from Donetsk, Luhansk, all those regions that Russia's now invading. They were mostly all Russian speaking, all Russian people who were left in Ukraine after they decided to change the borders in 91. So the Ukrainian government under Zelensky was started to attack and malign them. Things like people are getting tied up to, taped to lampposts and all this other stuff. So that's why they wanted to separate. And look, Russia's involved in this too. Like Russia was doing their games. Putin shouldn't be considered a hero, but at the same time, it was basically a civil war that the West dragged Russia into, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, I don't think that Russia is innocent, but I do think its hand was forced. Would you agree with me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. It's you can't allow you can't allow having ICBMs parked on your back door. Like it's insane. Like you can't ask Russia to behave in ways that a normal government wouldn't. Yeah, and no government would allow for that. I mean, to bring it back to the church, the really disgusting thing about it is the only reason that Ukrainians have a language or a culture or any kind of understanding of what a distinct Ukrainian identity is outside of Russia is because of the church. Because the church was outlawed by Catherine the Great about 250 years ago, and they went underground. They were one of the first underground churches. So they preserved everything from language to culture to their branch of Orthodoxy. And after 91, after the communists left, they came back out and started to spread Orthodoxy throughout Ukraine again. And so the only reason anyone speaks Ukrainian is basically because of the church. And now they're, of course, being attacked and all that kind of stuff. Hey, this is a comedy show, isn't it? It's fantastic.
I don't know what this show is. I guess I got to figure it out quick. You started off just me showing my music.
I got to laugh from the wife, though. I got to laugh from the wife. That's always the best laugh.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, if she doesn't laugh, then I go into a downward spiral and figure, I'm not actually funny and I shouldn't have a show. Like right now.
As long as she's not hitting with her shoe, you're okay.
Well, every wife is different. My wife's if I am funny, it's because she's impossible to make laugh. So if you made her laugh, honestly, kudos. That's a big deal.
There you go.
Lawrence Wainwright's here. Charms. He said, "Why are all these people here?" And I'll tell you why. Because it was inevitable.
Because you're blowing up.
Because it was.
Because he's all blowing up.
Lawrence is a day one.
He's blown up. He's blown up. He's blown up.
I'm blown up, guys. I'm blown up. I'm blown up. I'm blown up. You heard the man.
Take it from me.
Is Marilyn weird?
Is Marilyn weird, you said?
Yeah.
Maria asked if you're weird. Marilyn, are you weird? Hey, Marilyn, are you weird?
Marilyn, I don't even know who you're talking to.
She's in the
She's in the chat. Sorry, I'm talking with chat right now.
Something earlier.
She said she's my mom?
No.
A lot of women come on here. I get a large grandma following. Maybe I'll show you why.
That's a cool demo, though. That's a cool demo to crush.
I'm kind of destroying the grandma market on YouTube, and maybe that's responsible for my success.
You should give like tea reviews.
Tea reviews. I don't know what that is.
Review teas. You got grandmas in the chat.
Well, here, let me just demonstrate to you real quick why grandmas like me so much, and I really do have a grandma following. Yeah. Everyone's God, according to her? Yeah, okay, Marilyn. So yeah, the answer is Marilyn's weird. Okay, and here is the grandma song.
Everyone's God.
Yeah, Marilyn's weird, apparently, but, she can hang out. Hey, yo. This song's for my grandma. Up in heaven, staring angels in their eyes, y'all. She's living in the skies, y'all. The song goes out to every grandma in the world. We see you, girl. We respect you. Hey, yo. Pour one out for the fallen grandmas. Come on. Let's hit it one time. My grandma shining down from heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bread leavened. Kicked Kevin. Ravens. I got cravings for the cake that my
Grandma used to make. Come on, let me see them tears, people. Yo. Everybody's got a grandma. It's impossible to not have a grandma. Let me say it one more time for y'all, so y'all can hear it in the back. It is impossible to not have a grandma. Everybody, let the song cry for you, for our fallen grandmothers, shining down on us from heaven. We love you. All of you have different names, like Marjorie. Shout out if your mother's name was Marjorie. All right, so that's probably, I'm not positive, but I'm thinking that's why I have a grandma following. I don't know how they made it onto YouTube. Mildred.
You are 4 more subs away from being fully monetized, because I think you only need 500 subs nowadays, right?
You heard the man, people. Subscribe real quick right now, everyone.
4 more people.
Okay.
Who are the 4 people who are just withholding?
We're gonna sit here and watch it happen. We're gonna sit here and watch it happen. I'm about to become monetized today.
That's right.
Do I hear a
4.
Mildred? Do I hear a Nana? Do I hear a Marjorie? Do I hear a Biscuit Queen? Do you call your grandmother Biscuit Queen? That's fine. That's fine. You can do what you want. You can do whatever you want, probably. I mean, it's up to her. Does she appreciate that? Where's these subscribers? Am I there? I might be there. I'm not getting notifications right now. Jason sounds like a airport tram announcer.
Airport tram announcer. Isn't that like, how could you have trams at the airport?
Well, I don't know. Jim Bob's smarter than me, so I don't want to contradict him.
One day, Posh Redneck and I will do a stream together, and we might break the internet just on bass. I don't know if the internet can handle that much bass in one room.
You're doing that on purpose, dude. Come on.
Is he part of
He's like, no. That's me, man.
This is my real voice, brother.
This is what happens when you have large testicles and you smoke for 35 years.
Don't say
This is
testicles.
Exactly.
Sorry, go on. This is a nice show.
Is that your trigger word?
This show.
That's your trigger. Is that your safety word?
No, this show's called Nice Whites, the only show for nice whites. So we say nice things over here.
Yeah, it's very. My testicles are very nice.
No. What was your name again? Sorry, I forgot. John.
Jason.
Yeah. Jason, please don't talk about your testicles.
You're at 502.
I made a 502. We did it, people.
502? Yeah.
Jim Bob, thank you, dude. I freaking love you, dude. Oh, my gosh. Can we just, you know what? I'm just going to make a song for Jim Bob right now. This one's for you, Jim Bob. And this, some part of me is having a lot of doubts even before I've started that there's no way I can actually, this isn't going to work. But, you know, if it's bad, that's funny. If it's good, that's impressive, right? So let's see what happens right now.
Oh, there you go. We're going to get you up to 6, I think.
Jim Bob. You changed my world. You changed my life. I remember when I was down and out.
But then I got a shout out from a little Japanese man named Jimba. A kingmaker. Little kingmaker. Oh, all right, sorry. I don't know if you're little. How tall are you, Jim Bob, so I can know how to address you? Jim Bob, everybody, can we get a height check in chat? How tall is Jim Bob? Everybody tell me your height so I know how to talk to you.
He's spiritually 6'3".
Well, I agree with you there, but let's know what he physically is, because how I treat people is directly dependent on whether or not they're taller than me. And I think that's true for everyone. I'm just the only one saying it. You know what I mean?
Well, he is the sort of the angry giganome.
Oh, 5'10". Okay. No, he's not little. He's not little. Jessica, he's as tall as Jessica Bowman, apparently. Okay, I can't call you little anymore. Regular size Kingmaker, Jim Bob. I hope you appreciated that song as much as I appreciate you, man. Let's take a moment. All right, back to Jason. Thank you for dealing with that, friend. Do you have a channel?
My pleasure. I do.
What's your channel?
Miranchuk Now.
And that is spellable with English letters?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and put that in chat if you will.
You could do it. You could do it with Cyrillic if you wanted to, but.
Can any of the mods link this guy's channel? He's giving me free content. He came over here and he said, "I'll feed you. I'll feed the beast."
I'll feed you.
Thank you.
I'll give you a little. I'll give you something to work against.
Thank you.
I know how it feels.
Yeah, this is hard. Oh, Myron's in the chat now. I'm going to assume that's actually Myron Gaines and that I'm about to be on a podcast full of thoughts. I do plan on eventually being on one of those thought podcasts.
I don't like that.
He just reads technical pamphlets. Is that true, Jason? Do you just read technical pamphlets?
Okay.
I don't, but if you pay me to, I will. Send me some super chats. I'll read you some technical pamphlets.
That's nice. We do need more of that. Maria is putting your link in chat so that you guys can get subscribed to. All right. Who's this other person that's just kind of lurking silently over here? What's that all about? Are you normal? What are you doing? You've been here for 20 minutes and no camera, no sound, just kind of lurking.
Boy, you got a lurker. You got a lurker.
State your business or you're getting kicked off,
yeah,
brother.
It's me.
Oh, Shujin!
Yeah,
Oh,
state your business.
Shujin.
I talked in chat. I said Shujin. Yeah, I entered with Julian and everyone, so I was like, because you were looking for a caller.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're breaking up a little bit. I guess that's okay. I think we'll be all right.
Breaking up. Look, I'm gonna try.
Julien, tu en français ou au québécois, toi?
Oui, québécois, moi.
Ah, voilà.
Excuse us, all of us who are watching.
On va avoir la conversation entièrement en français à partir de maintenant.
Voilà.
I'll give you 5 seconds to stop that bullshit. I've cursed. I have to end the show.
Fair enough.
If I curse, I have to end the show. Okay, I'll give myself a pass this one time because I'm emotional and there's a lot of people, but I do apologize for cursing. I meant crap. And please forgive me. I do not want to be cursing, and please, I'm sorry. I'm going to confess that this weekend. Dang it! Don't talk French.
Almost go.
And the man won't curse. You know what I mean?
My audio still like glitching and stuff.
He's like Julie Poupouche, mon chéri. What the heck is up, my orange lady? Relax, bro. I have an audience here of regular types. All right, Shujin, what do you want to talk about? I'm just joking. Stop getting mad at me.
So you got to call him a Joe Louis.
Yeah, I was testing the microphone. You said it was glitching. Is it still?
It's not so bad.
Fucking
Marilyn says this was a terrible idea.
Mondays.
Huh?
You know, I run a show on Mondays too, but we're ridden with technical problems.
Yeah, this is glitching up pretty hard. You know what?
Oh shit!
I did curse. My wife is giving me the
All right, brother.
All right, thank you guys
I'm
for
gonna
coming. We're going to close this.
Yeah. Congratulations. We'll keep an eye on you. Hey, and are you on X as well, or?
I technically have a Twitter, and I was streaming to Twitter up until yesterday when they ended my premium.
All right, well,
account.
put that up link in the
Could
chat.
you do that, Maria?
I'll give you a follow. I'll
Thank
give you a
you.
reach out as well. Maybe get you on the show.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
There you go. You know, we can do what you do. All right, brother.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank
Much love.
Take it easy.
Salut, Julien. À bientôt.
Salut, moi c'est Jean.
I think I told you guys about that, so we're just going to close the room.
Yeah, my name's John.
Okay. My name's John. All right. So, okay, so let's just sit in silence, I guess. Oh, this is perfect. Let's just take this in. I kind of just want to go do a close-up and just feel my feelings with my face and let you guys just see if you guys can guess what's going on internally for me for just a minute. And now you can't see my face because Donald Trump's there. All right, so this is what it's like for me right now. I kind of want to make this channel famous. Hey, don't let me stop you, bud. Congrats, brother, on the monitoring. It's however it's called. That's one of those chats I don't understand. Are we hearing Ushbaka? We might need some Ushbaka to really set the mood. Provo's here? Provo, hey, I'm famous, dude. I freaking did it, dude. Yeah, I'm sober. If you're asking if I do drugs, the answer is no. And rude to ask. I can't be stopped. I'm sober-minded and I'm ready to go.
You don't even really drink.
I don't even drink. Though I do drink. But I don't drink. You know what I mean? If you don't, then, you know, you're probably a drinker. All right, so I guess I'll get into my main theme today. Listen to me. I'm going to take a quick break. Maria gets mad if I take a break. I always knew this day would come. Big ups to you. Thank you, Provo. I love you, man. Everybody be nice to me, and, well, thank you, Provo, for saying that. I won't be saying that. Thank you. King of... Yo!
All hail the king of YouTube.
Yo, my soundboard doesn't work right now, but I'm going to hit him with a... You know, it would sound like this. It would go... Like, John... Jason Castle with the huge super chat hit me with a hundo. That's enough to buy a Hyundai. That's enough to buy a 1992 Honda. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with 1,000 slaps like Honda. You know what I'm saying? And y'all understand every single reference because this is all millennials, I'm assuming. And Forge Lloyd. Everybody, hey, you know what? Let's share the love today. Everybody subscribe to Light of Tabor. Everybody subscribe to Provo. Everybody subscribe to Forge Lloyd. Everybody subscribe to Shujin. And of course, subscribe to my girl, Slowboy Whiteboard. And anybody else here who does have one that they want me to say, tell me and I'll do that. And I won't even need another $100 for you. Thank you so much. You know, I had a job this morning that got canceled. I'm a hitman. I do murder. And it got canceled. I was like, how am I going to feed my wife, you know? I got a whole wife over here that needs food in her body. Well, now I know how. I'm going to give her $100. And I'm pretty sure we can do something with that. We could probably convert that into a couple boxes of ramen. And, Wait, hold on. Somebody said a mean thing. Up, move too fast. Hey, mean person who said mean things to me. The chat moved so fast I didn't get to hear. That's so sad for you. Now I do want to take a quick break, even though my wife doesn't want me to. And I'll be right back. Thank you.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com. BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
No, you know what? Somebody called me cringe, and that hurts my feelings. Why don't you just be nice to me instead of mean? You ever heard of it? I wasn't mean to you. When I get $100 and I get somebody insulting me. Everybody says, oh, you gotta have a thick skin if you have a show. How about I don't want to have a thick skin? How about I want to be a nice person who's sensitive? And I'll still have a show, and I'll just deal with it. I'll just deal with people saying mean things to me. Rude lady or fella. I'm not cringe. Greasy old person. No, you got an anime, never mind. You got an anime PFP, so. I know where you're coming from. It's okay. You're all right. Hey, Newman Core. It'll be all right. Okay, now I'm going to not pay attention to people that are mean to me. I was going to get into the main part of the show, but I think I might save it for tomorrow because I do have I kind of want to do it well, and it's about the Black Pill universe, the Truther universe, which I'm kind of sick of people getting lost in the weeds, and there's a Gnostic connection to people being lost in the weeds and being obsessed with esoteric truths. And there's a timeline which we can trace back to about 2,000 years ago, if you know what I'm saying. And I kind of want to talk about that. But I feel like I gotta really sit with it for another day and maybe draw a picture of it. I think maybe if I make like a mental map, I'll be able to do it better. So I'm gonna try and do that. You are our based, sweaty Italian. That's what we like about you. Thank you, friend. Tell me about it. Thank you. Whoa!
Finally a Samhite who isn't Jewish.
Wow, dude. My mouth is dry now. My mouth is... Maria, can you help me? Jim Bob just donated $100.
Thank you, Jim Bob.
Thank you, Jim Bob. I mean, I could play the song again. I'm pretty sure I remember the notes. Felt creepier that time. Huge shout out to Jim Bob. Everybody who just came here because of Jim Bob and is already subscribed to Jim Bob, go ahead and subscribe to Jim Job. Everybody subscribe to Jim Job. Jeez. All right. You guys gotta. That lady keeps talking about anime. I think I hit the nail on the head. Why don't you go back to Twitch where you belong, Newman? We got Rick and Morty pajama people in the chat. Jimmy the Kingmaker. Jimmy the Kingmaker. There we go. All right. I don't think I have much show left. I could stand around and just bask in this for a while, but I don't remember thinking that I had anything else left to do. I could play you a song called Brontosaurus. Would that make you happy? It's not done, but here's a song called Brontosaurus for you.
Yeah, share some music.
All right. I'll play you this song. And then I probably should go because, I'm scared. I don't know what song this is, but I know it's not finished.
Another day without sun or blue. Don't know what I should do. Remember when it would shine so bright and all the world became new. Remember the sun.
Thank you for it. Looks like Newman's coming around. You'll get the vibe eventually, babe. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you for somebody said, when am I going to release this? And I haven't even released the albums that I've released. You know what I mean? Bolsa Zoku is only on YouTube. I don't have it on Bandcamp. I don't have it on iTunes. I don't have it on anything. So I probably got to do that first. I might have released Top Ramen. I can't remember. But there's music to hear. If you want to hear some music, it's available. Y'all seen the ad, right? Let's take a quick ad break.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com. BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
You tired of making bad decisions all your life? Why don't you make one good decision once in your life and buy my freaking music?
Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music?
Okay. Somebody said you got to come on the Buddy, John Mondragon said, come on the Buddy Buddy show with Mr. Westford and I. If anybody wants me on their show, I have this segment called Interaction Practice, where I go on other people's shows, and then I kind of audit my own behavior. So as long as you don't mind that, as long as you don't mind me coming onto your show and then replaying it on my own show and kind of critiquing everything that happened and the feelings that were unspoken and everything, then yeah, I would love that. And I do need to feed that fire. I don't want that fire to go out. So anybody who wants me on their show, I don't know how you want to get in contact with me, Mondragon, but a couple people have asked already within the past hour. Come game with you, dude. Also, I don't care if your channel's small. I still want to do it. There's no channel too small. I'm like Jim Bob in that way. So yeah, if you have a channel and you want me to come on to it, and I would love that. I would be honored. Okay, so I'll be on Shujin's. Can you put my Twitter and pin it?
Put your Twitter and then the Colossal Squid Instagram, or
no Colossal Squid Instagram. I don't go on Instagram. Just message me on Twitter. If you guys have a Twitter, just message me on Twitter, and I would love to come to literally anybody's show. It's fun. I enjoy talking to people, and I like when the impetus isn't on me, where other people are like, "Hey, this is my show, so I have to do it," and then I can just kind of sit back and, speak when it feels natural, as opposed to this show where I have to continually say things even when I'm like, I want to stop talking. Please let me stop talking. We're not doing that again, Jim Bob. I don't know if you know about the problems I've had with in the past with this channel. I'm very careful these days. Very careful. But yeah, I gladly go on anybody's show. This is wonderful. Thank you, Jim Bob. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. You have your chat in there too. Thank you to Shujin for jumping on and speaking a bunch of nonsense language. Thank you to everyone who super chatted and gave me their money. Just gave it to me. Just say, here's my money, now it's your money. I don't really debate, just so you know, if it's Newman. I'm not like a debater. I'm not smart. The thoughts don't come quick enough for me to debate. I'll come on and talk. Let's talk, people. And yeah, anybody here who's got a channel, please feel free to share it. And Thanks, guys. This was a good day. This was an answered prayer, to be honest. I prayed today that something would happen with this channel because I've been, you know, I'm not getting as many hitman jobs, and you know, I gotta figure something out. And I prayed about it before the show, and then this happened, which is pretty amazing. Thank you, God. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church.
In a garden brimming with gold and green, no mosquitoes, no predators, no need. I can see you staring beyond my dreams. I can hear you singing a song of peace as a wave of love washes over me. See the light like diamonds shine through the trees. Every breeze whispers of eternity. I am finally where I'm supposed to be.
Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. They won't. They won't. They won't. They won't.